One of the great treats in life is a cup of wonderful, unctuous, delicious craft drinking chocolate. And this is something which is not just simply delicious, but it's also incredibly simple to make. And that's what I'm going to basically try and explain how you do it today. And look, the essence is, if you go to a great coffee shop, you don't expect them to give you instant nonsense. What you really want is great beans. And it's the same thing with great drinking chocolate. And it's something you can do really, really easily at home. There are like 3 principles that I would beg you to think about and to follow. The first is just keep it really simple. You just need 2 ingredients. You just need some chocolate, and it can be a chocolate bar or it can be some great drinking chocolate. And then you just need what you're going to make the drink out of. So if it's milk, it's milk. If it's water, it's water. If it's an alternative milk, make that too. But just make it really simple. Don't have any of the sugar-laden, additive-rich nonsense that masquerades as hot chocolate. So that's the first thing, is keep it simple. The second thing is just be generous. The great thing about chocolate is, if you want to use a scale, use a scale, but you don't really need it. Just put lots of chocolate in there and then just dilute it according to taste. It's really simple to make. You don't really need to do the Japanese tea ceremony or even all the rituals that you're going to have with grinding and filtering the water and everything else that you sometimes get with coffee. Drinking chocolate, it's simply delicious and it's super simple to make. And then the third thing is, don't sweat it, but the one thing I would suggest you do is you make a paste before you make the drink. Okay, now we're going to basically show you what you need to make great drinking chocolate. The first thing we've told you already, it's just great chocolate. And you can use old bars. So look, we've got a wonderful bar here from Stand Up, left over from a tasting. Got some of it left. Even if it's been open for a bit, it doesn't matter, even if it's out of temper, because basically when you heat it up again, you're going to get all the flavors out. But if you want to use drinking chocolate, like the Great Pump Street or like our own drinking chocolates, do that too. We also have cocoa powders, etc. It really does make a difference. It makes a difference not just to the quality, but it also makes a difference to the flavor you're going to get out of it. You don't want a Dutch or an alkalized cocoa powder. In the States, it's really easy to tell because they have to say that. In Europe, they don't. Alkalization basically makes it easier for the cocoa powder to dissolve, but it also makes it a lot less good for you. It destroys all the nutrients. So avoid that if you can. Right. The other stuff you need is really pretty simple. You need a pan to heat the liquid up in. You need a kettle to boil some water, and we'll show you what you do there. Ideally, you need a jug too, but you could use the mug if you wanted to. Then you need something to measure the chocolate out. If you want to use a scale, do by all means, basically 35 grams to 50 to 100 milliliters, but it's really up to you. And then if you can, get a whisk. If you can, get a nano foamer, and we'll explain to you why in a sec. And then just have your favorite cup. This is my favorite cup for drinking tea, chocolate, coffee, and everything else, made by the wonderful Juliana in Brazil. If you're interested, let me know and I'll connect you with her because she does make them. They're absolutely wonderful. But just keep it simple, keep it generous, but do follow the instructions, which we're going to show you in a separate video about how to make the paste, what to do, and don't boil the water or the milk because you'll burn the chocolate. But for those details, follow us on the next video.